Hi Year 5, it's Mrs Gibbons. Hope you're keeping well. So today we're going to be looking at art, and we are learning to create an advert to promote P.T. Barnum's circus, the greatest show on earth. So to begin with, here are a couple of adverts that are promoting a circus. In a second, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and see if you can jot down the features of a circus advert. What kind of things can you see on both those adverts that you think would be important to include in an advert that is promoting a circus? So pause the video, quickly jot down the main things that you think you spotted in these adverts that would appear in an advert for a circus. When you are ready to carry on, you can unpause. Okay, so let's have a look at this example and pull out what are the key features for the advert. So, first one up here is a graphic, an eye-catching image, something that's going to catch the attention of the people that you're wanting to get to come along to the circus. We also need some kind of headline, so possibly the name of the circus. So that was going to be in bigger text to make sure it stands out. Then we also need to include some text, some detail about the show. It might be what is going to be included in the show and the performance. So some extra bits of information, not too much, because obviously on an advert you don't want it to be really busy with lots of text. So just pick out your key things that you think are going to be the most appealing. Also really important are contact details. So where can they buy a ticket? That could be a website, a phone number, etc. Really important, otherwise people can't actually go and make a purchase. And then also location, where will the circus take place? Okay, so they are the main things that we would like to see in an advert that is promoting a circus show. Okay, so before you get started, we're going to have a quick look at the use of colour in adverts, because colour is really important in an advert. It can significantly influence how someone feels about a product. So let's have a quick look at how advertisers tend to use certain colours in their adverts. So let's look at blue first of all. This is typically regarded as quite a masculine colour, but also it sort of gives the idea of calmness and tranquility. It can also be used to sort of portray something being very refreshing. Also, it gives off the impression of stability and responsibility. So often, financial institutions like banks and building societies tend to use blue in their adverts because it gives this sort of feeling of stability, a company that's going to be around for a long time. It can also reflect sort of peace and relaxation. So again, quite often if you saw maybe an advert for yoga or something like that, that might use a lot of blue colours. And so you can see some examples here of where an advert predominantly uses blue. Green is very good for calm, sort of professional brands, maybe a brand that's been around for a long time. In fact, surprisingly, it's known to lower blood pressure and heart rate in people who are looking at the adverts. Some of the associations we tend to make with the colour green are the environment and health, growth, I suppose that links to nature, doesn't it? Harmony and balance, and something being very soothing. Okay, let's look at red. Now red is very attention grabbing, it's very vibrant, and it's associated with high energy and warmth, confidence. So again, they might be some elements that you would like to include in your advert. You know, high energy is kind of key in the circus, I imagine. Okay, orange is a very friendly, cheerful colour. It's quite similar to red actually, in that it also represents warmth and high energy, and friendliness as well, and humour, which again could be key to your circus. And yellow also is very sort of optimistic colour. It also is used sort of to portray affordability. It's obviously quite light and bold, so it's probably quite good to use in an advert because it stands out. Again, its associations are with energy and happiness, playfulness and cheerfulness, which again probably links in quite well with a circus. Obviously, we've not covered all the colours there, but it just gives you an idea of how colour can be used in an advert. So think very carefully about what colours you're going to use. What colours do you think are going to get people's attention and make them sort of want to come and visit your circus? So the task, you're going to create your own advert for P.T. Barnum's Greatest Show on Earth. So the things you need to make sure you include would be an attention-grabbing headline, so possibly the name of the circus, some text giving extra information about the show, so what's going to happen in the show, what are the key things that you would like to tell potential visitors about, how to buy tickets, so obviously as well the location of the show would be important, and an eye-catching graphic or image, so something that is going to really stand out. So it's totally up to you if you want to sketch it and then colour it in. You could paint it, use felt tips. The choice is yours. So I'll show you my attempt. So I've started off here with my graphic, so my image that I want to use, trying to attract attention. Then I've added my headline and my information about how to buy tickets and my location and the date as well, which is useful to know when it's going to be happening. And I've added some extra detail in the text about what else you would see at the show. Then I've thought about my colours and I really wanted it to be eye-catching. So I've used red and orange, which are obviously associated with vitality and high energy, with cheerfulness. I've also incorporated yellow. I don't know if you can see those stars. I've done yellow stars there. Again, a very vibrant, bold colour to try and attract attention. I've not put too much else on because you don't want to distract from that key information. So I'm sure you can do a much better job than I have. That's just to give you an idea of the process I went through. And just to finish, here's some other examples of circus adverts that you might want to look at when you're coming up with your ideas. So again, you can see the colours they've used, the graphics that they've used, and also the kind of information that they're including on their advert. Okay, we can't wait to see your work. Feel free to tweet it or email it to your teacher so we can see what you've been getting up to. Take care, bye.